you were somewhat excited to perhaps share a room.
I'm sorry, to do what?
Share a room. I thought you had suggested that when we were outside the tavern.
I did. Money is, it's a thing to be concerned about.
Inside check? Oh, I believe you.
Yeah, you believe me pretty good.
Seems legit.
Yeah, so I take my hand out of my pocket and I give you a good old thumbs up, and my thumb's like all broken and gnarled because I'm already in disguise.
What's up? Welcome to Forge of Lore, where we tell stories through Dungeons and Dragons. Sorry. Hey, did you know that I post just about every Talespire map from this campaign to Tales Tavern? That means if you own Talespire, you can download and use the maps yourself. Throw your players into the Escaholt Proving Grounds, fight in the Hole, or explore Naglfar. I even throw some sweet smaller builds like a caravan cart, medieval crane, and some Viking ships on there. We'll see those soon. And the easiest way to find all of our uploads, surprise, surprise, on our Discord. We have a channel there where I post every upload to Tales Tavern. It's also just a dope place to hang out. Now, I think it's time we upload some D&D. Roll it. Do you guys remember when you arrived at Groenn Hofn? Cedric sold his dragon head. Marcus shared some cooking tips with Oscar. Gendry made a beach bro disguise, and Nifrim was just so eager. Can we just talk to the king already? Joined by the dwarf bros, you made it to Groenn Hofn, the harbor city in Muspelheim, where King Talik is planning raids on the southern continent of Alfheim after a false flag attack on Jotunfoder. Once in the bustling city, you did some shopping, finally selling that dragon head for quite the haul. After restocking on some supplies and acquiring some new fun toys, you headed to the Longhouse to meet with King Talik, try and talking him out of this war. You were less than successful. It seems the paranoid Minotaur was too bullheaded to heed your warnings, even after he subjected you to a zone of truth during questioning. During this conversation, right at the end, Marcus noticed something interesting. The Owlin advisor to the new king had an earpiece, which you recognized to be just like the one Eggerhain used to communicate with the mysterious leader of the Moon of the Air. And that is where our story continues. So, here you are in the Longhouse. Things are a little tense. I believe Cedric just kind of addressed the room because it was seeming that Talik wasn't really, going with you there.
In the zone of truth?
Yeah. And you called out to anyone. You pretty much gave up and called out to anyone to, if they have any doubts, dig deeper. At which point everyone was looking around, and that's when you noticed the earpiece. So I guess we'll start. Marcus, when you noticed the earpiece, you do anything?
Yep.
What are you doing?
Talik, do you recall when we told you about the earpiece that blew up inside Nif's ear?
Did you say that?
We never talked. We never talked about that.
Yes, we did.
I thought we did.
We did.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Nif did.
We'll say you did. And he says, "What about it?"
I lean in real close. I'm like, there's another earpiece in the Owlin's ear right now.
He looks, and the rest of you look, and the Owlin kind of looks confused. You don't see the earpiece anymore.
What?
Bitch.
You can.
Well, I'm still under a
do an
zone of truth,
investigation, or
yeah, I'm gonna do an investigation.
I could maybe
Can I
sleight
join
of
in
hand
that?
some stuff here or there or everywhere.
I will say
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys
thinking-
aren't
I'm
really
thinking we need a
close to
rogue
the
here.
king and his people. They probably won't let you get close. You figure that.
How much can you stealth, buddy? Are you good stealth?
I got a
How much could I stealth?
dirty 20 for investigation.
Can I
Dirty
join in
20?
on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
26.
26. So Marcus, you're starting to think, like, you kind of hesitate for a second and think, and you're like, it was just there. You know it was just there.
And I'm under the zone of
there
truth
might
still,
be-
so I
exactly.
I can't lie about it being
Exactly. And you wonder if maybe some kind of magic is afoot there. Nifrim? Your investigation, like, as soon as he said something,
Arcana
you know,
check.
obviously looked at the Owlin. You might have seen a little bit of sleight of hand, wiggle fingers, I guess, wig, and think maybe illusion.
Some magical illusion.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. That's it. Guards,
Damn.
time to take these people out of my sight. After all this, you're now trying to see doubt in my troops. I think Nifrim
no.
raised her hand first. Or did I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We will
Either
go
or.
peacefully. You don't have to force us out.
Gendry.
Could I perhaps use this grappling hook thingy for the first time to grab an object and pull it towards me?
If you can, but you figure out pretty obviously that if you go to pull your crossbow out,
We're gonna die.
you're probably gonna get a bunch of stabs. The guards are kind of on high alert. He's very on high alert. If you go for really anything or make any sudden movements, you can feel in the room the air is thick.
DM just said a bunch of stabs. He didn't say die. So
I mean, one thing leads to another. He's a
Come on.
rogue, not a barbarian.
Julius Caesar this shit.
Oh my god!
And we're moving.
You're
Et
lucky
tu,
I don't.
Brute.
You're lucky I don't arrest you here now. But I'm a fair ruler, so I'll let you free. Do not let me see you again. Guards! The guards kind of
Unless we find more evidence.
motion for you.
Could I possibly
ignores
bump
that.
into this owlin on the way out? Accidentally?
They're in the back of the room, and you're headed out of the room. It would be, and you're probably like 10 feet away, 15 feet away. They kept distance on purpose because he's the fucking king. Tullicus.
Stupendous.
I'm going to attempt to let out the most raunchiest protein fart silently as we're leaving.
Give me a
Performance.
con save to see if you can do it silently.
Without pooping your pants.
Shit yourself.
Well, I rolled a 13, and I'm fairly certain I have a +9 in con, so.
You manage, like you hear, because, you know, it's your own, but it's just a little.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Oh gods, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So the guards lead you out of the room, and they go ahead and lead you out of the longhouse, and kind of drop you out front.
Well,
And you're back in
Well,
the square, the market square, with
That did not go as planned.
no,
like
it
right
did
across
not.
from the statue.
What is
Let's
this
find
statue?
somewhere quiet really quick.
I forget.
Gendry, I think we're going to need your expertise here.
Oh, how so?
I think we might need a little recon on this owl.
I think we
Thing.
might discuss this in a different environment.
I mean, yeah, I'm whispering this. I'm
Yeah.
not like, yes, we need some recon.
Listen,
I only have
so
one
you
voice.
You are capable of being quiet about things and not calling attention to
it
us.
would have been fully in character for you to be yelling this.
I mean,
That Alan's fucked.
I'm gonna fuck that motherfucker up.
Yes, I agree.
Sorry.
So as you guys kind of look around and start kind of making a plan, Gendry, you get approached by a hooded figure.
Stab.
Looking up and like noticing them out of the corner of your eye, it seemed they have their hood over their face, but you can tell from what shows. Seems to be Vidalcan, the blue people, blue humanoids. Seemingly female, no facial hair or anything. Dark blue skin, a dark gray hooded cloak with a leather strap over one shoulder attached to the belt. And she comes up. Hey there, stranger. You look like you like to have a little fun.
So I say back to her, absolutely. Fun is one of my many middle names. I've quite a few, but fun is one of them.
You're so funny. You like to party, right? Why don't we go to a tavern or something and hang out?
Can I insight check this bitch?
Do I hear this? I like to party.
Yeah, the rest of you do here, but it's definitely at Gendry. Anyone that wants to insight can.
Yeah, I was going to say insight.
Dirty 20.
I'll insight for sure.
I am not going to insight.
Oh,
I want
nice.
to party.
14.
Oh, God.
I got a 16.
What'd you get, Niff?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
All right. The all but Niff, this bitch flirting. That's weird. But yeah, she seems really, and she's kind of like caressing his shoulder and stuff.
He is not that handsome.
Niff.
Look at me.
Something's off. Like weird. At which point she kind of glances out of the corner of her eye, catching your eye, Niff. And then kind of glances back and says, "Well, tell me, you handsome devil, do you flip the spit?" Which Gendry and Nifrim you recognize as Thieves' Cant for Do You Speak Thieves' Cant?
I'm gonna go. Oh, this does sound like a party.
And I say, only on Tuesdays.
Why don't we,
He does a
go
lot on
find a
Tuesdays.
spot? And she's going to lean in close to you, Gendry, and in Thieves' Cant, Niff, you can still hear this. The rest of you, this next part seems mundane gibberish.
Gobbledygook?
Well, it's
Please
not
tell
even
me
that
what
it's
the
like
gobbledygook is going to be.
it's not even exactly like just flip flap the blah blah blue.
It's like common
like
words.
normal words that almost make sense but seem non sequitur. Like
Yeah,
why
that's why
would
it's
she be
gobbledygook.
talking about that? So in Thieves' Cant, she kind of whispers, "If you're looking to travel to Alfheim, we can help you."
And what did it sound like to us?
I am
Shut up.
not clever enough to come up with something,
If you
but
want
something
to
like
walk along the safe line. I know some peeps.
Yeah.
something like that. Sure.
Cows make very good pants.
The cows
for wearing
Sounds like
the cows
sounds like
man
during
too
drugs.
much.
time.
Walking
Yeah.
the safe line, flipping the spit. What kind of drugs is this? I want some.
Oh, Cedric,
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
explain
down.
it to you later when you're older.
Flipping the spit. I'm gonna say that to people.
Are
You flipping
you
the spit?
are you interested?
Flipping the spit, bro.
Gendry looks around, looks at Cedric pointedly, puts up a hand to Cedric, and then back to her. Lead the way.
All right.
And in Thieves' Cant, can I say to Gendry,
Drug time.
would you like some assistance?
You should all come along. In
Oh.
Thieves' Camp.
If you'd like.
All right,
I do like.
gentlemen.
In Thieves' Camp, bitch.
Let's go to the tavern then. I know just the spot, she says in common.
Oh yeah.
After the day we've had, I could use a drink.
I could use 20.
Yes.
Gendry will continue to just finger all of the daggers around his person as we
Alright.
walk.
Hey, Gendry, I can
Just
buy
fucking-
you an imaginary drink for you to throw on the floor.
So the rogue does get thirsty. Thirsty once in a while.
Imaginary drink to throw on the floor.
She starts leading you guys through the streets, like out of the square. She's just kind of playfully walking too, like you can tell it's a whole persona. Almost
Is she
kind
hot?
of like woo girl. She's fit. She is fit. It's hard to see all of her face, but she is fit.
You just drop Cedric's mom like that?
Marcus, you always get dibs, man.
I'll fight you for it.
So
While you guys do that, I'll go away with her.
So she starts leading you down kind of streets, like some main thoroughfares, and then like they start getting more and more obscure streets. You pass several kind of districts. You pass like a blacksmith hammering away at a glowing piece of metal at his workshop. Sparks flying out.
Also dibs.
You pass a group of Gaetier, the King's Guard. They're scattered heavily through these streets, but you pass a squad of them escorting a line of bound and shackled people. All seem to be elves. Some have decent clothing, but they're all shackled together and walking in a line, and they're escorting them. Going about a bunch of people going about their business. Yeah.
Can I inquire about that?
Right, what, like perception, or you gonna ask?
Perception?
I mean,
maybe investigation. Like,
Give me a perception.
are these people that they're bringing back to be thralls?
Gendry.
It is my intention to keep going without stopping.
Sure.
Okay, you keep going.
Yeah.
She doesn't stop
What I'm
either.
saying is,
22.
that you'll fall behind a little bit, Marcus.
22? So as you're, walking by and looking at these prisoners, they're all elves, and like I said, some of their clothes, they're not thrall clothing, but the way that they're shackled and being led in a line and escorted, I mean, you figure it's either prisoners of war or thrall or soon to be thrall, like about to, like on their way to be sold or something. You figure, considering they're all elves, kind of a coincidence that might be Alfheimian, considering the current situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you also don't recognize anyone.
Okay, then I don't care anymore.
Sound like your children with you there.
Sucks to be those
right.
guys.
Oh.
As long as it's not any of the people on my list.
You don't recognize any. So, this female, Vidalkin, leads you. She does kind of, like, she makes small talk just to kind of stay in character with Gendry and kind of does some flirting and stuff. And she mentions, my name's Civ. It's, I like to have fun. So this is going to be a great place. You're going to love this.
Did you say
So
Civ?
hi there.
SIV.
That sounds so
Civ.
familiar. Why does that sound
Sif
familiar?
or Civ is also the name of Thor's wife.
Yeah.
However,
Oh,
she
okay.
doesn't have. She doesn't have the god accent, and a lot of people are named after the gods, like say Cedric Thorvald.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
I'll pretend to flirt back.
All right, give me a performance
Oh, great.
with advantage because you're playing off of her.
Yay. All right. That'll be a... Oh, I actually already have advantage. That'll be a dirty 20.
The rest of you a couple times are like, is he really into her? Damn.
I mean, I know I would be.
Cedric,
I'm not even thinking twice.
Gendry might actually get a pickle tickle tonight.
Oh, I hope so. He needs it. Maybe he'll get that sand out of his vagina then.
Moving on.
Yikes.
I started that. I take full responsibility.
That's your fault.
That's a big old yikes right there.
I think I might need to go look in on those elves and not be here.
So about the flirting.
So yeah,
You're
the flirting.
that's a mighty muscular calf you got there. Very nice and trim.
Oh, he's not gonna get laid with that line. Come on now. You can do better than
would work
that.
Let him have this one. It's okay.
In Thieves' Cant, she kind of says to Gendry, "Your friends aren't very good at this kind of thing, are they?"
Gendry says back in Thieves' Cant, they're fucking horrible.
And Nifrim says in Thieves' Cant, Thanks.
You gotta say something like, so aside from taking my breath away, what's your profession?
I'm done.
Oh,
Sam quits the show.
she giggles like almost too much and says, oh, I just do jobs here and there, nothing big. I like to travel a lot.
Nice. Your eyes are like the ocean. I could swim in them all day. You know that? See, Gendry, that's how you do it.
You surely are a master of this, Cedric.
In Thieves' Cant, she says to Gendry, I see what you mean.
I'm gonna pull my shield out and put it in front of my face and just like kind of follow along. Like, nope.
Oh, Marcus, did I make you blush?
No.
Nope. I just don't want to be seen with you.
So, like I said, the path she leads you is kind of like shadier and shadier section of town. The people thin out a bit, but there's still a bit of hustle and bustle. And she eventually leads you to a it looks okay tavern. It has a sign out front that says the Ale Steinn with 2 N's, which Stein, actually in Old Norse, Stein, would be how it's pronounced. Stein basically translates to cave or dwelling, but also, a cup. She leads you inside. It's a dimly lit tavern located on a quiet street. The interior is decorated with shields, weapons, other Viking paraphernalia. The air's thick with the smell of smoke and ale. Their patrons are a mix of grizzled sailors, rough-looking mercenaries, other big men that appear to be part of the gathered troops, just trying to unwind, get ready for their adventure across the sea. Yes, Marcus?
Are we the biggest people in there, or are there people bigger than us?
There are people bigger than you.
Damn it.
She says,
Now I
come,
kinda wanna fight
after
him.
going in and you guys take a look around, she says, follow me, we'll get a private table. And she kind of leads you to the back and around a corner, where there's like a door to the kitchen, you assume, like down a hallway. But she kind of stops halfway down the hallway, turns, and kind of grins and winks. And then she turns to the wall, and she puts a hand, it's like a brick wall. She puts a hand here, her other hand here, and then lifts her foot and kind of presses a third brick and pushes them all in at once, and you hear as the wall slides out of the way, revealing
hot.
a secret path.
You have to be a gymnast to open that
Whoa.
lock. Impressive.
Yeah, well, we're all, nimble.
Flexible.
Follow me, stay close, and don't fucking touch anything.
All right.
I can't promise that.
So she leads you into the opening, which after the last of you enters, it automatically, you hear...
Is there a motion sensor?
Maybe magic. And it's the staircase that winds down. And at the bottom, it leads into a dark chamber. Like stone chamber, lit by flickering torches, filled with you see tables filled with various tools of the trade, of the assassin's trade. You see like some bottles of poisons, garrotes, throwing knives.
It's getting hotter by the second.
There's several people in here, all kind of staring at you as you walk in. And in the middle of the room, like kind of towards the back, I guess, there is a large wooden table. And at this table sits a trio of shady-looking individuals.
Ooh. Ooh.
There's a hooded humanoid. Can't really tell what exactly they are. Seems to be female. There is a blue tiefling female that, let me pull it up here. Seems to be about 30s. Very dark blue skin. Bright golden eyes. Her horns are like ram horns, kind of curling back. And she's got a medium-length navy blue mohawk between them.
Ooh, I love that.
Hello there.
There's a third, who appears to be a male air genasi.
Okay.
Probably about 60s, dark ashen skin, very thin pencil mustache, long black hair that seems to almost blow in the wind.
Terrible mustache.
And she kind of leads you up to she kind of leads you up to the table, and they're all just kind of watching. And again, the walls are lined with people just kind of leaning against or sitting, staring at you. Like, no one's taking their eyes off of you.
Oh, so there's more than just the three?
Yeah, this room has probably a dozen people. It's a large room. It probably has a dozen people in it.
As we've entered this room and we begin to step in, I go from fingering the dagger to the smoke bomb at my hip, and I'm just kind of chilling.
All right.
Yeah,
making sure
I got
everything's
one
cool.
hand on a hammer,
Yeah,
just in case. Yep.
All right. So
as we walk in, I'd like to say one thing.
Go for it.
What's that?
All right, yeah, don't fuck it up.
Before we get started, we need to work out a safe word.
Banana.
Oh, okay.
Banana is my
There's a
safe
light
word.
chuckle among.
As he's saying this and getting the chuckle, can I do a sleight of hand to cast Detect Evil and Good?
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand. Realize that you're surrounded by a bunch of assassin-y looking motherfuckers.
Maybe
that are
maybe
eyeing you
while
hard.
she does that, I'll open the conversation with Classic Spearmint is my favorite brand of chapstick. So
Can I get advantage?
Yeah, sure.
Don't roll like Josh. Oh, not bad. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You do manage to kind of, do the, cast the spell. You're pretty sure no one noticed. No one acted on it. So that's good.
Furthermore, I wear flannel in the summer, so.
And as you kind of glance at your
Pregnant
pad and
device.
tap it, you feel surge, and your vision kind of goes white, and then kind of like adjusting to dark room dims down, and it looks exactly like it did before. The spell worked. You don't seem to detect any
No aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me.
The
tiefling.
The tiefling glows very faintly as devil, like most tieflings would, and the genasi glows slightly of elemental, like a genasi would. Nothing seems out of sort.
Any object that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Looking around, give me perception.
Don't look at the hammer.
Do the half-elves / elves in our party glow a little? Because they're of Fae ancestry?
A little bit.
24.
24? Looking around, you don't see anything kind of standing out or anything like that.
Okay. I'm satisfied.
So as you guys approach the table, the Civ she takes her hood off. Very fit.
I am going to need some fire resistance because you are very, very hot.
She just rolls her eyes without even looking at you. She's facing away from you at the three figures sitting at the table, and says, I guess these are who you were looking for, and kind of bows and steps to the side. and let me pull it up here. Oh my gosh, where'd it go? Okay, yeah, the Genasi, who's sitting in the middle. It's the Genasi. To the left is the elf. To the right is the tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
The Genasi kind of speaks up and says, Welcome to the Silent Sveit.
Hail.
Thank you.
Gendry drops all pretense. His face is just fucking stone. He's just he bows a little bit. Thank you very much for having us here.
It's a pleasure to have you. By the way, Sveit, you guys know as translating to like troop or group, like the silent group or troop or whatever. But, alliteration.
And it, from what we just heard, it sounds like you were looking for us.
The elf speaks up with an Elfheimian accent and says, Yes, we've been watching you for a while now.
Oh, wonderful.
Since Naglfar.
We never sense motive on that rogue thing. We were just like, yeah, let's go into this dark place.
You
This is
sure
we did.
didn't.
We did.
Yeah, incited on the flirting. Didn't incide on the follow me.
That was kind of the reason I was inciting. Was like, is she gonna
still
fucking
got hand
murder
on
us?
smoke grenade, so we're cool. Don't
Still
worry.
got hand on hammer that explodes.
All I gotta do is run faster than you guys. It's all
Oh
good.
my god.
Careful, guys. This guy's a rogue. He's gonna steal all your
I'm
hearts.
still hoping that this is gonna lead somewhere dirty, but that's just the character's like,
Cedric, stop.
Oh, I have so many of them.
embarrassing me.
I've been practicing.
I like having an audience too.
So the elf.
Whoa!
So I think Gendry's gonna mouth at them, help me. Help me.
It's kind of the tiefling just kind of very, very subtly grins and shakes head. The elf says, I suppose you're wondering what's going on here.
Of course.
Let us explain. Welcome to the Silent Sveit. I am Grima, which translates to shadow.
Mm-hmm.
The tiefling speaks up. You may call me Frey's accent Frey accent says, you can call me Draugr, which translates to ghost.
Ooh.
And the Genasi speaks up and says, and I am referred to as Rafner, which translates to raven.
And I'm Cedric.
Oh, yes.
Oh, really? I thought you were like,
And I'm
We know who
interested.
you all are.
is that it? I thought Cedric was be like, and you can call me anytime. You missed that. You missed that one.
Oh.
You missed that
No, I got
opportunity.
it. It'll happen later. Don't worry.
Oh.
The elf
I
says,
gotta wait for the perfect
Whatever.
timing.
oh, we know.
Shut up.
We know who you are. Don't worry about that. No introduction necessary. Like I said, we've been watching you for a while. You're on an interesting journey, aren't you?
And what exactly put your scent onto us?
It might have been my fart.
Put
The,
you on our
the
scent? That's
tiefling-
what I meant.
Cedric, can you wait outside?
The
door closed. I
tiefling
don't
speaks
know.
up and says,
just run through the wall. I don't care. Just can you wait outside?
The tiefling speaks up and says, one of our friends in Naglfar overheard you asking some questions.
Overheard us. We speak so
That,
quietly.
That
Fucking hate
well,
you
let's
right
just
now.
say we're also interested in said answers.
Ah. Interesting.
The Grima, the elf, says, yeah, we had reports from Jotunfoten that something during the attack was amiss.
That's certainly true.
Things weren't exactly what they seemed. And honestly, we heard you found out the same thing.
Yes, we were there.
Indeed you were, says, the...
Although I don't know what
Draugr.
was amiss, my sword always hits.
Moving
I
right on
hate
from
you.
that.
Yeah, I hate you in the game and in real life.
Never gonna be true.
Draugr says, we lost a lot of good people in Ragnarok, a lot of beloved family, and we are interested in finding out exactly what happened. And it seems that our goals are aligned.
So it seems. Have you made any progress in those answers that we've been seeking?
Unfortunately not. We're hoping maybe you could have some information. Do you have any idea who's actually behind this? We know it wasn't Alfheim.
Oh, so you've just begun your journey of Inquisition.
Draugr kind of... Well, I mean, like... We've been working on building intel. It's hard when everyone's so secretive. Consider it.
It's true.
So this is kind of table talk.
Yeah.
Nifrim, can you like sense tech with your thing?
No, I can detect
Oh.
magic, but that's about...
I was gonna say we
It-
should see if we can see any earpieces on these motherfuckers.
Sam, are you holding an invisible
Yeah.
cigarette, or do you want to say something?
No, this is me raising my hand, but
Oh,
I'm too
great.
lazy to put the
I
other
have a
fingers on.
question.
I guess you can't be bothered. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Marcus.
What do you know about the owlin that works with the king?
Ooh, good
The
question.
three figures kind of look at each other and look back. Draugr speaks up. We know not everything is as it seems with her. Why? What do you know?
What makes you say that, exactly?
She's been, she's lost, Grima speaks up. She's very adept, it seems, at shaking tales, even our best tales.
Ah.
So, sort of suspicious.
Oh, I think you're right on with
She
that.
is somehow involved.
I shake a tail once in a while too.
Wait. Before we go any further, what are you prepared to do to
No more
help us in
coffee,
this?
Josh.
Hrafner speaks up. Well, for one, we've overheard that you're trying to get to Alfheim to continue your investigation.
That is true.
We can provide that.
How so?
Grima speaks up. There is a raid scheduled to leave tomorrow for Vidamunar, which is a city, translates to mouth of the forest.
Mm-hmm. Where would that
We
be
can
in
get you-
conjunction to Nifrim's estate?
Give me a history check. See if you know, and I've heard of it.
Nope, it's a 10. Nope.
You've heard it spoken of. You know, it's somewhere maybe like on the eastern half, but no idea where it is.
Okay.
Whatever.
You didn't get around much in Alfheim.
It's in Alfheim somewhere. That's better than here. So
And she says, we can get you on those boats.
And what
You'll
are you asking? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you'll pose as troops. We can take care of getting your name on the list. All you have to do is show up and board.
Would I have to wear a shirt?
Draugr speaks up. You might want to. You might also want to sort of hide your faces, whereas Talek is seeing the ships off personally.
Oh,
I
excellent.
might be able to take care of our disguises, but I would
I could
maybe
help.
ask we do one thing, perhaps, and tell me what you think of this. as we would be, as we would be off on our ship and away from here, it would be more danger for you than it would be for us. This Owlin, what do you say we go at them together and maybe try and take her for questioning before we set off?
Draugr speaks up. I will tell you that that would be a very tall order. She is, after all, advisor to the king. She is constantly surrounded by guards.
Good.
She knows how to lose a tail.
Excellent.
Not everything is as it seems with her, and we're not sure what all she's capable of. Also, it might tip your hand.
We did that already.
I'm somewhat confident that I could make a passable copy of her, so maybe we could use that to distract for a moment.
Let me ask you this. How do you know she is not above board?
Well, the group we are currently tracking have on their persons some unique devices. And our friend here, Marcus, noticed she had one on her person as well.
What sort of device?
Nifrim, you were kind of quiet there. FYI.
Sorry.
I could barely hear you. No, you're good.
I was able to hear her just fine.
I have her up at 150%.
I feel that is very valuable information at this point, and perhaps not the best idea to share at the moment, seeing as you don't know us really, and we don't know you.
Hrafner speaks up and says, first of all, we know a lot about you. And secondly, we have the same goal. We are willing to help you if you're willing to help us. We have our own investigation. I feel like we could work well together. But only if everyone has all the information that there is to know.
And would you give us some time to mull this over and speak with each other about it in private?
Gendry?
Insight check.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Oh yeah, can I do that too?
Anyone that wants to insight?
I will
God damn
attempt it. I don't think I'll be able to.
Nope.
I got a dirty 20.
I got a dirty 10.
4.
I got a 5.
Sorry, Cedric, what'd you get? A
So
4?
everyone's picking their noses.
Yeah.
Oh, I have been picking my nose since
Everyone's like, seems legit. Gendry, their facial expressions, they're good at kind of remaining calm and keeping a blank face on. You recognize this. This is obviously an assassin's guild. You've seen a few. You know that, first of all, that assassin's guilds, they tend not to be, for the most part, they tend not to be like, for good, for evil or anything, but they take care of their cities. In some places better than the government. Reading their faces, you feel pretty confident. They are very serious and concerned. And they seem on the level. They are being very blunt, which is, in an assassin's guild, which these are obviously the leaders. In an assassin's guild, when the leader is being blunt and putting everything on the table, that means shit hit the fan.
Okay. So I will, in Thieves' Cant, say, that, alright, we are, I will confer with the rest of my group here, of course, but I do believe we'll be able to help each other. Which translates to Frank Herbert's Dune is my least favorite book of all time.
Oof.
Yeah, I know.
All right, shut up, Sam.
Yeah.
Opinions.
That was for you, buddy. Come at me.
I will.
don't go
Anyway, it's role playing. Anyway. So, Draugr says, that's good to hear, and, frankly, we want to see an end to this. War is not good for anyone. And we hope you, work with us? Accent.
Work with
however,
us.
I will tell you that the boat that I can put you on leaves tomorrow morning.
All right.
All right, very good.
We have some time then.
All right. I'm hesitant to let go of the opportunity that the Owlin presents with regards to who's behind this. However, if perhaps what you're pursuing might get us equal intel, then I'm willing to pursue
We
that.
can take care of the Owlin. At which Grima speaks up. We're working on that. Getting confirmation that something is awry with them. We'll double our efforts.
And I would ask you, I don't know your business or your intents, but alive is better?
Of course, corpses don't talk.
Well, that's true in some cases.
Right, exactly.
Or unless you
If they're
cast that
alive,
one
we can
spell.
smash things on them to get info.
Corpses don't
I-
talk freely, let's put it
I've
that
been-
way.
True.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, because I've been reading this book. Anyways, perhaps maybe the last thing, and we're going to talk this through before we give you an official yes or no, but any information you do find from the Owlin, I would like for you to get that to us as you can.
If you're as willing to work with us as we are with you, then we'd be happy to share any information. And we have ways of communicating. But if you must discuss in private, you may go up to the tavern. I assure you it is very secure.
All right.
Very good.
And decide, but as we mentioned, time is of the essence, so we will need an answer, and we would
Give us,
like to know more info.
Give us like a
Very
solid 5.
Very good. Yeah, just give us a 5. Are there any windows in this room?
No, this
Or
is
any
subterranean.
openings?
There is, as far as you can tell, one opening, the staircase up.
Okay.
And none of them have earpieces in?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I do a perception?
Give me perception, anyone that cares.
God damn it! I told it not to roll like Josh. That's a 4 for 9.
Ah,
I got
well,
an 11.
we're on opposites because I got a 16 plus 5. so
I
total.
got a 13. Yeah, Cedric is the best one here.
The rest of you, it's dark in here. It's kind of hard to see that a lot of them have hoods up, but Cedric, you have a pretty good kind of view with your kind of extrasensory, and you are confident there is not an earpiece in this room.
Okay.
All right, let's head up to the tavern.
Civ says, I can take you up there. Not the problem. Follow me.
Thank you.
And then she leads you up the stairs, pulls a lever on the wall, and the door opens, and walks out, and she kind of stands there after you exit the door. She kind of stands there and says, I'll be right here. Just come get me when you've made a decision. And
Thank you.
I wanted to advise running and,
Oh, we have no
blabbing
intentions
about
of that.
what was
Yeah,
spoken
yeah.
here.
In Thieves Can't I say, we appreciate the part you're playing in this.
Of course.
That, I personally do hope that we can work together, which translates to number 2 pencils are the only ones I use for tests or some shit. Like
Of
that.
course.
Nice.
And she
Also
says, in Thieves Can't, she says, of course, we all have some skin in this game.
I'd say so.
And the door closes, but she just kind of leans against it.
Can I
checking her
insight
nails.
that? Her what she
Yeah.
means by that? Like,
Give me an
is
insight.
this personal for... Oh, that's a natural 19. There we go. So that's going to be at, 20... 24.
Okay.
That was tough, math.
So as you're kind of reading her face and kind of movement, it does seem personal. And as you're reading her face, something kind of pops in the back of your head where you're like,
is it an earpiece?
oddly familiar. Oddly familiar face. You're trying to place it.
Her face?
Yes.
Is oddly familiar?
You're trying to place it. Vidalcan, okay. What other... Haven't met many Vidalcans. And then it kind of snaps. Remarkable resemblance to, Poopy, what was his name?
Bjarni?
No.
Gone.
Oh, wait, he was a tiefling, wasn't he? I can't remember.
Oh, where'd it go? Okay. So, remarkable resemblance to a Vidalcan that you saw in Atseta Square during Magni's morning address get beheaded.
The horse thief? Oh, no.
Uncanny resemblance.
I'm going to tuck that information away for a little bit and move on to the tavern.
All right. You guys managed to find a corner where you're confident, especially Gendry and Nif, as you're looking for a spot to kind of sit and be private, you realize the way this tavern is laid out, it's kind of designed where every table is kind of private. Like, they're spaced out well. The walls kind of block views from too many other tables. However, they all have kind of at least a little view of the door and of the back hallway. You're pretty confident that you can find a table pretty quickly where, as long as you talk quietly, because it's also loud in here. And as you're kind of looking around, you're like, it's kind of louder than it should be. Weird. Like, as in almost like there's white noise pumping in. But yeah, you find a nice, quiet table where you feel confident that you are in private.
All right, Gendry, I feel you would be more familiar with this sort of environment. What do you think?
Well, they're generally a lot less forthcoming than what we just experienced. And we certainly need a way to Elfheim.
That we do.
Now, they didn't really discuss the details of what they need our help with specifically. However, if they intend for us to go on those ships in a day or however long, it can't be anything too horrible, too lethal. Perhaps maybe they're counting on us to do some kind of heist and then leave so that we cannot be pursued. Or if we are pursued and the heat is taken away from them. Either way, I care not. I'm ready and willing to work with them. What do you guys think?
Marcus, Cedric, you've got anything to say?
I just am wondering what I'm gonna disguise as. I guess I could get really, really dirty.
A soldier is what they suggested?
No, I mean, but my face, it's so...
Pretty much you know that these troops, I mean, they are like... They're pulled from all over the continent. There's no outfit. They don't... in these wars, it tends to just be like raids. Like, there's no uniform. There's no, like, identifying thing. Essentially, what they were suggesting was make sure your face looks different and you're not instantly recognizable.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's
take
something.
off the big winged helmet.
Maybe,
and then put my hood up.
maybe cover the shiny, unique armor, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what
I'll,
the cloak of
cover
elven kindness
anything you
for.
know.
I'll take care of it. I have many clothes and
I'll assist you with that.
I can take care of it. Yeah.
As
should
far
be
as
easy.
working with them goes, I think it would be very beneficial to have affiliations with a guild of such skill.
I think I'm in agreement with all of you. It makes sense.
Do they just murder people? Because I don't want to be affiliated with that.
What?
That's a very harsh
Where
word.
did you get that
Cedric.
impression?
Grow up, Cedric.
What? I'm being serious right now, Gendry. Jeez.
So am
You're telling me
I.
to grow.
We don't have
What
time
makes
for
you
this.
think
Live in the
that
real world.
they
How many
murder?
people have you killed?
None.
That's just
None.
not
They
true.
go to naps. They go sleeps.
I'm starting to think that rabbit was... Steve, you're muted.
This is where we start finding out that Cedric doesn't know what he does.
Oh no!
So when you slew the leader of the jarl of your hometown, that was just giving him a good night kiss, or what's going on?
This is not an original bit, but yes, they go to sleeps.
No, Cedric, they certainly don't.
That's,
Just-
I think
just
that's
not.
directly from Batman. That's the Batman parody.
Oh my god.
You don't kill people, Batman. No, I put them to sleep.
Anyway.
I kills the penguin. Nighty night.
I have no illusions about what I do and have done in the past.
Marcus, I am. Maybe a suggestion would be to see if they know anything about your people you're looking for.
Maybe.
Maybe they can keep an eye out for you.
Maybe they murder people. Maybe they're the ones that did it.
What makes you say they
Never think about
murder
that.
people?
Murder
that?
is such an ugly word.
They
Was that
never
not
said
open
Assassin's Guild.
information?
No.
Oh.
Steve was explaining that Gendry would recognize them as kind of the Assassin's
Of
Guild.
course, Gendry didn't share that information.
Nope.
Well, they seem like very, very nice people.
Little dark.
Yep.
Hate to watch them leave, but love to watch them walk away.
Also, the Civ, as she was introduced to us, the next time you see her, try to ring your memory and see if she looks familiar to you.
Is she a god?
No,
Yes.
no, not this time. But I think you might recognize her. With the knowledge
I've
that...
seen a lot of people.
Well, with the knowledge that we've recently seen someone
I-
who looks very similar.
If I think back to her face, do I recognize her? Do I have to
Give
roll
me...
Do I recognize that, Eris?
I would say anyone that cares, thinking back about it, give me a either investigation or let's call it a history or wisdom, just straight wisdom. One of those three.
They all suck.
Nope.
Nope.
Nothing over like 13, 15.
I mean,
No.
Nope.
Gendry doesn't care.
I don't. I don't really care, like, the character, and I rolled a 9, so.
So that reflects that.
He's like.
I mean, if you want, I can roll. Gendry doesn't really care, but
If
I
you
mean,
don't
I guess
care,
he
then
would
don't
remember
roll.
a face.
It's up to you.
Whether or not he cares, he would remember a face.
Up to you.
I just say, Nifrim, why are you being all mysterious? Who is it? Just let us in.
Yeah, look
I've got a
around.
bad memory.
What
I
did
am
you say?
over 80
You said
years old.
you
That
said
is
a
a lot to
history?
remember.
History,
History or what?
wisdom, or investigation.
Well, if I'm doing a wisdom check, that's a 21.
I don't have any of that.
I believe it.
21?
Yeah,
As
21.
she says this, it pops in your mind that you remember that the face of the horse thief during the address back in Jotunfoder.
I don't see Civ around or whatever.
She's
not
still.
here.
She said she
She's
would be back
over.
at the door.
Okay.
in the
All right.
hallway.
And so, do I Do I believe that this is that horse thief?
Well, what
He
you
got
believe, he got beheaded.
Sibling.
Since you got a 21, I'll tell you, sibling probably.
Familial features.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'll keep that information to myself.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tell them who she is.
Oh man! Come on!
I mean,
bro.
I don't know
I
if
look
for
directly at
certain.
Gendry. Thank you, Nifrim. God.
Man.
I mean,
Flamin' hot Cheetos are my favorite flavor. Please don't do this.
I don't know if that's really who she is related to, or if it's coincidence, but it's very possible. I think relation of some sort.
Somebody that we saw get beheaded.
I don't know that that's important necessarily.
Say
but
beheaded and Sideric yawns.
Yeah, like,
Nifrim, I don't know if it was the smartest move to just tell the dude who blurts shit out.
Oh, why not?
Maybe
It's
we want to break
harmless
that news a
information.
little softly, gently.
Yes,
I
please
have
don't.
one more question then.
Please don't say
Or
anything
just
to
let
her.
him do it and we'll walk the other way and
Why-
then whatever happens to him.
Why would it matter, or why should I care? Unless you're saying we should behead her too.
No, my God.
Why would you even assume that? I would imagine the only way that it would matter is if it affects her her personality and it affects
Yes,
her
motive
mood. Yeah.
would be more where I was going with, but my gods, you are all heartless. Anyway, let's
I am not heartless. I have a big heart. The doctors say it's too big.
Stop.
I am almost 90 years old. I've seen a lot of people die.
You're
an old
not.
fart.
You were younger than me.
No.
You changed your age. Yeah, you did.
I'm pretty
'Cause I
sure
was
you
older.
said at one point you said you did something 100 years ago.
Yeah. Something
We
like
have
that.
no idea how old Marcus is. We
probably
have no
sort
idea
out
who
your
Gendry
age.
is. Sideric thinks he's putting people to sleep. Oh my god.
So Nifrim, you're playing the role of the straight person watching everyone else be nuts.
Yeah, I'm like the sober person with a
the
bunch of
straight
high
person?
people.
That's what it's
Like
called.
playing
yeah.
it straight. Yep.
Somewhere
I'm definitely not
around
straight,
there.
but
Only play the role.
anyway,
Close enough.
let's accept or let's see what they want from us, and I feel okay moving forward, working with them.
I mean, what else do we got to do? We meant to go there anyways, so
It'll
I mean,
get us to
let's
Alfheim.
funk it up.
Don't misunderstand me. I am and will continue to be on guard.
I
But
appreciate that.
this seems like really our only path forward.
It seems like a good
They
option.
seem like great people to me.
Well, you're an idiot.
Oh,
you are an idiot.
wowie, zowie. All right, we move on.
That's the pot calling the kettle an idiot.
We're all killers. What's it
Yo.
matter?
Real talk though, someone told me that saying, the pot calling the kettle black, and I looked behind me looking for a pot in real life.
Oh, sweetie.
There we go,
Oh,
man.
God, you are
Poor
Sideric.
sweetie baby.
Sometimes art imitates real life, guys.
He is only
called me
mimicking a voice. It's
Who called
just
me what now?
Who's got
Sideric
power?
is Josh.
So you
So
guys
go back to
head
Civ.
back to that. Okay, so yeah, you as you come around the corner, she kind of looks up, still leaning against the wall, nods, and as
What's
you
up?
approach, she says
We're back.
in thieves' cant,
You're stupid.
"Shall we go back down?"
Of course.
Good news, I hope.
Shall.
For us, yes. Yep.
I think for all.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know, I got a pretty good pump in. I don't know if I'll fit in that door. Can I pay attention to how she opens
Oh my
at this time to maybe do it
Give
by
me an
myself next time?
investigation as she does the.
As I'm flexing.
Oh my
with
god.
my dice.
That too.
You're making it very difficult for me to play this session.
That isn't. If you said insight,
Investigation.
that. Oh, that's a 19.
Investigation.
19.
I
19.
got a 15.
15.
I gotta say, this is the most Josh Sidric has been the entire campaign.
Sideric, you kind of memorize she's definitely going for certain bricks, but also with the 19, you kind of think, wait, those weren't the bricks she did last time. She's using her left foot this time, and this time the right. Oh shit!
I don't think that's a password. I think that's just a show.
She looks back, grins, and then leads you down.
Oh, I like the way you smile at me.
Oh God. Anyway.
So you guys head down into the back down into the chamber, where again everyone's all eyes on you, and Raven speaks up. So you've come to a decision then?
Indeed.
And what is it?
We would like to hear what it is you need from us.
Draugr speaks up. I mean, really, we just need you to do what you're already doing.
Causing a ruckus?
Sort of. Getting to the bottom. Getting to the bottom of all this.
Yay.
We've been working on it, but we haven't made much progress. But it sounds like you've made possibly more than us. So
are we being a distraction for something here? Just want to ask that.
No.
Your blood.
No.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the Munadil?
They kind of turn to you and look at each other.
Insight check.
Concerned face and look back. Insight.
Oh, okay. That's 23.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
I
got a 14.
Sir's just picking his nose. And I'm sorry, Nif, what'd you get?
23.
23. Basically, they seem... There's a hint of recognition and confusion, and then a bit of making connections. And it kind of makes more sense when, sorry, I lost my place in my notes. Jeez, come on, man. Draugr. Kind of, they turn back to you and Draugr speaks up. The Munadil. There have been whispers in the shadows of that name. We don't know much, unfortunately. Yet.
But you have heard of them.
It seems they are as good at keeping secrets as we are. But the name has been whispered. And we've tried investigating, but we're not even sure who they are or their goal. Do you?
They were behind the Jotun attack. They were also behind the attempt to kidnap Magni.
There is a shift in the room. Like I said, the walls are kind of lined with assassins, and they're all kind of chill. And then as the Jotun voters brought up, they all kind of
like intense
and the three lean in. What else do you know?
Marcus, you should probably, you know what? I don't care.
Basically, you don't even need an insight to realize, like, because they're not very good at hiding it. They're surprised and starting to make connections. And, I mean, angry, like holy shit, personal? A lead on Jotun Fodor? Like, it's these two things that we've been investigating connect? Oh shit.
Okay.
The Owlin is one of them, and we know this because they have a unique piece of tech, an earpiece that they put in their ear that they can communicate with each other, and she has one.
It's true.
If you see anybody with that same earpiece, they're more than likely Munadil.
I've never seen anyone outside of the Munadil have one of these.
Interesting. And you see Draugr actually pull out some parchment and start writing down, like taking notes.
I would like to mention that if you're listening to whispers, something you might want to pay attention to is they want to be remembered and they want tech. They want to bring the Emir technology back. And they want war.
The three look very concerned. Draugr actually stops and looks up and looks at the other two. They all kind of nod. She goes back to taking notes, and Grima speaks up. Interesting. These earpieces. What do they look like?
I am going to take out my journal and show them a picture that I drew of the earpiece.
Don't we have pieces of it left?
It blew the fuck up.
It completely
Pretty
exploded.
much turned to dust.
No.
Do you want a dex check or something for the image?
Yeah, for funsies, give me Dex plus proficiency.
Ooh. That'll be 21.
It's a damn good diagram. Interesting. So this goes in the ear and it stays and that helps them communicate.
From what
Interesting.
From what I experienced, yes.
She pretty much almost instantly redoes your drawing almost perfectly. And any little notes that you have in there, she is just furiously writing.
Mm-hmm.
And Grima speaks up. So, that tells us that our enemy is able of constant communication.
Yes.
That's disconcerting.
Mostly more disconcerting on our part since our conversation with Tolek was heard by the Owlin, and I presume she broadcast it to the Munathir themselves. So they know we're on their track, if they didn't already.
Well, that can't be good.
So, we've got some fun things ahead, I'm sure.
Good thing you're leaving in the morning.
I don't think they know where we are.
If they know we were speaking with Tolek, they know.
Oh yeah, the owl. That's right.
Yes.
I literally was just there.
We are literally just talking about it. You should watch the show sometime.
I know, right? I was so busy picking my nose and failing at insight, you know.
So if we could move on to this task, and then I have another question about maybe getting some supplies.
Of course. Unfortunately, we don't have many supplies, but we can see what we can do. But Grima speaks up. Yes, as I mentioned, you'll be joining the raid on Vidarmunar. It leaves first light tomorrow. I can easily submit the paperwork for you, and you'll need new names for at least to give to them. What names should we give?
That's a good question.
Anyone?
You can just provide them with Yorick is my name. Iorek.
My name will be Bjarni.
Alistair.
Alistair?
You can call me Bendry.
All right.
You stupid.
Draugr writes this down. That shouldn't be a problem. And what about your cloaked friend behind you? Pointing to her.
His name?
Bob.
His name is City Poo.
Fleur?
City Poo!
His
name is Herm.
Just Herm.
Just Herm.
He also goes by Hermalicious.
Herm Tiddleson.
Hermalicious. No, just Herm. All right.
Herm
All
Tiddleson.
right. Grima's.
Titty Twist?
I will, She
Down.
kind of takes the paper where she was writing these down, folds it up, hands it to, just reaches out without looking, and someone grabs it and starts up the staircase.
I think he stole your paper.
Submitting the documents.
Oh.
it's all right.
Sorry.
It's all right, Cedric.
It's okay, Sitter. Go and there's no corner, but like just.
Do you want Gendry to
Stare
make
at
out
a
with
wall?
you for a little while we deal business in here?
What? No, I'm good.
Raven kind of clears his throat. So anyway, and then he says, once you've landed, you merely in Wiedermuner, you merely need to slip away in the scuffle. If you need assistance once you're in Alfheim, we have some agents there that can help.
All right.
Just
Can we
look,
take part in the scuffle first?
if you like.
I'm in.
Sorry, continue.
Just look for this symbol and points like above his head, and like the wall behind him, above him, suddenly a symbol starts glowing. A strange symbol, glowing magically, simple figure of a raven perched on a crescent moon, and the raven holds a dagger in its beak.
It's kind of hot.
Anywhere you see that symbol will be near.
Excellent.
We'll have our people there. Keep an eye out for you.
All right.
So maybe that's good payment, and since we are short on supplies, is support.
It is always welcome. Thank you so very much.
Of course. So, you'll want to be on, let's see, where do they need to go? And Draugr, like, pulls out another paper, looks, and says, Slip 3, on the main dock, you will be boarding that boat. It's just outside the inn.
Indeed.
One more time, though, just so that I'm for sure. Can I do an insight check just to make sure there's no funny business at this point about any of
Certainly.
this?
Give me insight for just the general whole shebang.
And I'm sorry, real quick. You said slip 3. What?
Slip 3 on the main dock.
What is a
like
slip?
I think a slip. I think it's called a slip.
A dock?
Is an actual like place where boats dock.
Oh,
Like slip
Gotcha.
1, slip 2, slip 3. Like it's
Okay.
a kind of a parking
things
space.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
never
sure
seen
that's
the
the name
ocean.
of it.
So I got
Like the
a.
dock is the whole thing. The slip is like the
A
Parking
slip
space.
is
thing
like
that goes in
the
between
ramp.
each.
I thought that goes down into the water.
No, I
This
think
is
that's
great.
a
I
ramp.
got a 13
Anyway. A
for my
13?
insight check. Yeah.
It all seems pretty legit. Like I said before, you're confident. It's rare that you see them this open, and that tells you that they are worried and eager, kind of. They're taking this very seriously.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry, when do we have to depart?
Tomorrow morning.
first light.
Tomorrow? Okay.
Do
After
you
the
have a
ring passes.
recommendation on where we could stay in the city?
The inn is very nice. That place whose name is, the place. That place.
Bacon and eggs in.
The Serpent's Pillow.
Oh,
It's right on
nice.
the dock.
Mm.
Definitely
Next to a
doesn't sound
very
dangerous.
good tavern, by the way.
All right. All right.
Well,
Do they have serpents in the beds?
I don't think
no,
so.
it would be in the pillow, Marcus. God.
And the pillow is in the bed.
You know that the ocean is called, like thinking about it, the ocean is the Jormungandr, also known as like a giant serpent.
Mm-hmm.
Serpent's Pillow in on the ocean.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
Marcus, it's where the
Marcus
giant
is just
serpent
getting hung
sleeps.
up on the fact that
Duh.
he's afraid of snakes, so.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
I see.
But
Learning
also,
so much.
Also the player is maybe a little bit afraid of snakes, probably.
That's true.
I took him to the zoo once, and he was like, "Oh, no, sneaky boots."
I'm sure.
Anyway,
I'm sure that Civ would be happy to show you the way to the Serpent's Pillow.
oh, that would be very helpful.
Oh, yes.
Trying to speak
She
up.
is
Of
very
course.
helpful.
I would like to stop at the blacksmith before.
There's definitely something perhaps we would need to speak with Sif about.
Yes, I might have a question for you.
For
It's for the three of them, the leaders.
please.
It has nothing to do with the Munithir, though. Gents, if you wouldn't mind
Champion
giving.
ladies.
No, I'm talking to my party.
Oh, okay.
If you wouldn't mind giving me a moment, I'll be up in just a moment.
We kind of glance at each other.
Okay, don't die.
Gonna try not to.
Okay,
The door is open to the upstairs.
there's a lever.
Civ is
clank,
like,
clank, clank, clank,
I'll go
clank,
ahead and
clank.
lead you up. Follow me.
All right.
And then lead you up.
Can I
and-
pull the lever?
Wait. Grab it underneath, and then pull.
Gross.
She kind of leans into Gendry and says, and Thieves can't. It's just a fucking lever, but you know, it seems fun to play with.
I am fun to play with.
There's Nicolene.
You didn't hear that, you idiot.
I'm a barbarian. I'm all the rage.
She said it in Thieves Can't. You didn't hear
Oh my
it.
god, he just wanted that
Such a
joke.
twat.
Good
He wrote
God.
that 13 minutes ago. He's been trying to get it in.
Oh my
Anyway.
God. Fitting it in.
The fun never stops, Sif.
And
have
she
more.
leads you
I
guys
have
to out front of the tavern where Orvar and Oscar are, because I totally remembered that they were with you.
So,
What's
okay,
up,
so
Deuterinos?
as
Go
we come
with
out
us
there
though, right?
and we turn the corner and we see them, I immediately go, "No! No! Get out of here!"
What
No.
happened? So flashback to
Nothing. Don't
Nifrim.
worry about it.
So
What is it,
I've been searching for a long time for some answers on this subject. I've been traveling for about 10 years, and I one night came across an old man, and he helped me do some delving in some Emir excursion. And we got to talking, and he mentioned something he referred to as the pivot theory. Have you ever heard of anything like that?
Let's find out. Draugr kind of speaks up. The other two look confused, but Draugr speaks up. I've heard of it. What about it?
I'm going to open my journal to a place that is filled with notes. And there's going to be a little diagram of Thorin with the ring rotating around, right? And in the center where the ring never disappears, I've got that circled. And I'm going to show it to her and say, do you know if this theory has any credence?
Oh, right. It's at, the pivot spot at the North Pole is
Yes.
livable. Nobody really knows from what I've heard. I don't know much about it. I've just heard,
Of course.
people talking in taverns and stuff like that. If I were you and I was very curious about this, I would perhaps visit the Specky Library in Midgard.
Oh, I've heard of the Specky Library, of course.
Of course, it's a
Um,
little difficult getting into Midgard right now, but
Oh, I'm sure it would be very difficult as me.
perhaps when you're, all the dust settles?
Hopefully. It's just a theory, but it piqued my interest.
Understandable. It's very intriguing.
Of course,
theory.
Yes. And I figured if anyone would hear the whispers of such a theory, it would be you.
Kinda
Thank you.
smiles softly and says, I'll let you know if I find anything out. But you should go to the library.
Well, thank you for indulging me and this nonsense, and we will let you know how it goes when we are in Alfheim.
May the gods watch over you.
And you. And also with you. And I'm gonna head back up.
Head on up. And you walk out of the tavern to find Oscar and Orvar, who were totally there the whole time.
And Cedric.
When did we lose them?
I haven't
'Cause I don't
mentioned
think
them
they
this
went-
fucking episode.
I don't
They
think
went with you to
with
Talik.
us. I don't recall them being in the room. I feel like they waited
They just had
outside.
no fucking say in it.
Okay.
I just never mentioned them again because
Oh my
I
God.
hate fucking NPC tag-alongs. Anyway.
Okay. Well, hello.
Hello. I mean, you say that like we weren't here the whole time, but hello.
This is totally fine. Everything's normal.
Cool. Shall we find somewhere to talk?
Certainly.
To which Sib says, yes, let's go to that inn that I mentioned. Like I said, great
Yes.
tavern right next to it.
Yes, let's
Like they
go.
said. All right, follow me. So
Can I take a detour to the blacksmith real quick?
we can stop by the blacksmith if you like.
Right there, right?
Of course.
Sif,
I'll
as
take you
we
to the
walk,
best.
we came across some information that you might want to share.
We did.
Hmm?
Talking to Siv.
Yes, we did. Right, Nifrim?
Yes. It would seem, that you take Jotunfota very personally, right? Am I wrong?
I
in
do.
that assumption?
I do.
Did you happen to have a father or a brother that may have gotten into some trouble in the city?
She kind of she's leading you along, and she kind of stops and turns slowly to you. You've seen Guna?
Oh, shit.
You remember the name was Guna Snorrison.
Uh-huh.
Well, from afar. Yes.
We did see him.
Did you know him?
No.
No.
We,
No, unfortunately not.
No.
Can I chime in?
You're the blacksmith.
No, you're
I'm-
all going to
coming.
She's leading you
We're
to the
walking
blacksmith.
there.
This is on the way there.
You're in the blacksmith.
She starts walking again.
Guna saved my life. And I kind of look at Nifrim. Look at Gendry.
Insight check.
Sif, are you saying that out loud? Or is that where you're rolling?
Insight
Sif.
check.
Sif, I'm Bendry.
Oh. You're not Bendry yet. I haven't made you over, you fool.
Oh
Roll
my
deception,
god.
I assume, because I have
You
no
fool
idea
of
what
a
the fuck you're talking about.
Well, so I can see I can see that she doesn't know that he's dead, right? So I'm trying
You do not
to
see
make
that
it.
necessarily.
I don't see that.
You assume that she
Didn't she
assumes
say,
he died
is
in the
he
attack.
okay?
No, she said you've seen him, which kind
Oh,
of
wait,
sounds
okay,
like
Did you know him?
Hold on.
sounds like she maybe doesn't
Hold
realize.
on. I'm gonna hold that verbiage until a little bit later.
All right.
That's what I call the hold action.
So
I'm gonna hold that verbal
You
action.
didn't know him, but you saw him from afar.
Yes.
Were you at
I
the execution?
Oh, okay, never mind.
yes, we
She
were
does say
there.
that.
we were there.
Mm-hmm. Only,
Yes.
I mean, I was just passing through, picking people's pockets. I wasn't there for
He
fun.
was doing that.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. The job that he was doing when he was caught. That was supposed to be me.
I see.
But I wanted to transfer to see a boy, a man, here in Groenn Hofn. And so he picked up my slack and was caught.
Mm.
And then the world exploded, so I guess it's not that big a deal, but I still feel bad.
Oh, that's not your fault.
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
I know.
It's probably the boy's fault. It always is.
Is it alright if I put my hand on your shoulder?
I don't think so.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I'm glad we're on the same
So-
page.
I'm gonna go ahead and show you my empathetic face now.
She just kind of tilts her head. Pretty good, pretty good.
These goofballs aside,
I have to practice being Gendry.
I'm the quiet, silent type. Okay, so
I'm very, very sorry that happened.
Oh, you're not.
Seems to hardly
the
matter at
loudest
this
person
point.
Dude, Cedric sucks.
What is wrong with you today?
Cedric sucks. I suck, Cedric.
I was talking to Marcus.
You're like, I'm so sorry. And you're like, no, you're not.
It's like, I'm the strong and silent type, and I'm like, no, you're not.
Oh my
you're
God.
like the exact opposite.
Weak and loud?
I'm so sorry. What was her response to that? When I said I'm
I
so
forget.
sorry
Oh,
that's
all
happened.
right. Doesn't seem to matter now.
Well, either way, why don't we buy a drink tonight? And cheers to him.
I would love to, but I do have things to do, but I'm sure he'd appreciate you cheersing him. Yourself.
Well, we
I'll
will
do it
do
in my
so.
own time.
We will do so and keep you in mind.
So here we are at the, and she kind of, as you guys kind of walk up, here's the scale bender. You see that same blacksmith shop that you passed on the way in.
Excellent.
With a sign out front that says scale bender. Your log should be able to provide anything you need.
Your what?
Very good.
Your log.
Your luck.
Kidding.
giggity.
So do you all go in or just CDP? All right.
I'll go in.
Yeah, I will. I guess I'll go in. Sure.
All right. I guess I can come along. Yes, us too, because we're totally still here.
What have you guys been up to?
Just hanging out, dude.
Have you tinkered with that arm anymore yet?
I've been busy.
Tinker with these nuts.
Oh my god.
Slackers.
So
Slackers.
you kind of go into the blacksmith shop, the scale bender,
Yes.
and you see kind of facing away from you. I mean, it's kind of open. The workshop. Facing away from you, the blacksmith, big burly blacksmith, just hammering away at the sword, sparks just flying, ting, ting, and then douses it in oil, and she kind of perks up at that noise and turns around, and you see a
Boodle.
It is a Goliath.
Whoa.
It is female.
Uh-oh.
It is not Bodo.
God damn it, missed opportunity.
What's funny is I didn't even think of that. I just made another Goliath female.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Oh,
I mean, there's more than just one in the entire world,
Yeah.
so... Yeah.
oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. I am your log. Welcome to the scale bender. Kind of wipes hands and just wipes. And what can I do for you?
I am looking for a piece of equipment.
I will tell you ahead of time that I don't have much, unfortunately. The troops are clearing me out as fast as I can make it, but who knows? What are you looking for? Something in particular?
I am looking for a set of knee guards that spark when I slide against a rock or metal or stone surface.
Knee guards that spark when you do a knee slide?
Yeah, like when I'm sliding against the ground, I'd like them to spark. And I just need that part, and then later on I'm gonna see if I can get them enchanted. But I just want a pair of knee guards that spark when I slide against the ground. That's part of my move action.
All right.
Is this
I have a serious question.
I will tell you that I don't have any sitting around because that's pretty fucking weird. I'm sorry, Marcus, what was it?
Said I have a serious question that Barbarian, go away. I have in my possession a bunch of dragon scales.
I was talking.
Yeah,
You're always talking, Cedric. Damn.
I'll get with you in just a moment, sir. However,
God.
I don't have any. However, I do have some knee guards.
Mm-hmm.
They are metallic. They're intended for suit of armor. I suppose, kind of like scratches her head, leaving a big black mark of like shit off her hand, and crosses her arms and thinks. I suppose if you had flint,
I do have flint.
you could line the kneecaps with flint, and yeah, that might work.
Are they metal?
Yes.
Then they should spark once they strike a rock.
Yeah,
I need them to spark though. Can't be
sounds
a
like
maybe
he
once in a
needs
while.
some good sparks. I think
What
flint
is
might do
happening?
it.
Kinda
If you
just
have
want to do
flint,
that right in
I
front of him
could-
while he can't.
I have a pair that should fit you. If you have flint, I can apply it. That shouldn't take long at all.
Very good. All right, so table talk. My idea is to get these to spark and then have someone enchant them. So when I spark next to someone and provoke an attack of opportunity, I also taunt them and make them attack me only for the next turn.
Oh,
Interesting. Well, I'll tell you what, I could probably, if you supply the flint, I suppose I could probably get that rather quick. Half an hour, say. Because frankly, I'm just intrigued. I could probably do that for... Just leave it... 30 gold. They'll
okay.
provide
There you
no
go.
real protection, but...
I'll tell you what, here's 50 for being so beautiful.
Thank you very much. That is appreciated, and not so bad looking
Flirty.
yourself.
Always.
All right, yeah, just I should need about some sort of measurement of flint that the DM isn't aware of. How maybe grams, probably grams of flint. I don't know how much a gram is. I am from America. Anyway,
Too bad I don't have a little baggie. How about this one?
if you want to stick around, I should have that in just a bit.
Okay, I will wait.
All right. So she kind of quickly and excitingly gets to work on it, kind of doing some sort of blacksmithery to apply the kind of a cover of flint on top of these iron knee pads, basically. Really wasn't sure where you're going with knee pads, but I see, kind of.
Kind of.
So,
More
and
battle control.
after just
is
like
my
half
point.
an hour, actually like 20 minutes, she manages to hand over some new knee pads for you.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right, not a problem. That was pretty weird. You'll have to get back at me and let me know how that goes, because I'm intrigued.
Battle control. Battle control.
Of course.
And I tell her what my plans for them are.
All right. That sounds very interesting. Well, I'm sure that'll work out real well. Good luck with that. Is there anything else you or any of your friends want?
And I look at Marcus. Now it's your turn.
Yes, friend,
We
sorry.
learn waiting in line in kindergarten.
Sorry, what was it you wanted?
I genuinely thought you were just making an ass of yourself.
No.
That is always my impression.
All
Yes.
the time.
Every time. All of the time.
What can I do for you, Marcus? Or, sir? I wouldn't know your name.
Sir, who I've just
I
met.
I have in my possession dragon scales. Is that something that you work with, that you could make into a suit of armor, or know who could?
That actually happens to be my specialty. That is why this place is called the Scale Bender. Unfortunately, it takes quite a while. Right now, with my loads, the raids are going, and I'm up to my ears in requests and orders. It might be a couple weeks, unfortunately, and it is quite pricey. It takes a while, and very high heat, and very careful precision to form armor from scales. But I can certainly do it. I will tell you, depending on the suit of armor, the kind of armor you want, and how much of it you want, it'll probably be several thousand gold.
We'll come back to that someday.
All right. Does anyone need anything else?
I think I'm all right.
All right. Well, I should get back to work. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
Kind of turns
You too.
around. Oh yeah, this is what I was doing, and then like kind of goes back to hammering, like puts that sword back in the forge, and does
watch.
blacksmith stuff.
For a short amount of time. With one of these.
Spins over at one point. Anyway.
Jazz music starts playing.
Anyway. All right. Well, that's Civ. Kind of that interesting request, but I like your style. All
I know
right.
you do, girl.
Let's go find that inn. Right this way.
I can't hate Cedric enough right now. just
I'm
fucking
just being
awful.
me, bro. I'm just being me.
Or
God.
then be less you.
God, am I embarrassing you? I'm so sorry that being myself is a problem.
No, you're not
I'll be more
embarrassing.
like-
You're not embarrassing Gendry, but Eric's really embarrassed for Josh right now. Like, seriously embarrassed.
Why? I always act like this.
Exactly.
So she leads you to through the winding streets toward the ocean. You can kind of start hearing the ocean. It's been a long time, if ever any of you remember hearing, and you can smell the ocean. You hear the birds, stuff like that. And start approaching the kind of outer wall that faces the ocean, and leads you out into the harbor, which, you know what? Let's take a look at.
Yay.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Groenn Hofn Harbor as the minifigs start loading in. My poor computer, trying to keep up.
Yay!
Oh wait, I know what it is. Give me
Hey man,
one
I'm still
second
loading
here.
all the boats and shit, so
Yeah,
just
it's gonna be a minute. It's a bit,
So really quick, now that I actually have these knee guards and they do have flint infused with them, can I use them to start
Start a brush
start
fire,
fires?
you
Yeah.
dick.
yeah,
I need. Nice.
Sure.
I mean, I have
If you
my
have like Tinder and stuff.
I have my decanter of endless water, so I'm gonna nix that immediately. I'm gonna follow you around.
I like the new display. I haven't seen this before.
The new display.
Wait, this is
With the circle and it says Rogue Thief, and I haven't seen that.
Oh, yeah, no, that is new.
Yeah, that is our lovely Emmy. Always updating our.
I dig it.
Yeah. So, as I mentioned, welcome to Groenn Hofn Harbor.
Yeah, that's cool.
As you pass through the tunnel through the wall, you see guards lining the wall.
I mean, I guess.
Into a very bustling market. There are booths and tents scattered about. There are people coming and going. This is a very, very busy harbor right now. You see guards everywhere, kind of like moving people, moving equipment, all sorts of things.
Moving people?
Like
people moving?
Yeah, basically
Oh.
guiding people, making
We
sure
already
everyone's where
saw
they're
them move
supposed to
people
be.
before, so
There are
whatever.
a few thrall lines. To your right, as you walk through, is this very large tavern. Or I'm sorry, inn. There's a kind of small booth that is basically a trunk with a bunch of books stacked onto it.
Ooh.
And someone conversing about purchasing books. On the other side, you see someone selling grain. You pass a booth selling furniture.
Do they have a folding chair?
You can certainly go find out after I finish my
will.
description. You got food booths, you got all sorts, people of literally all kinds, kind of just shuffling about doing their daily business. And beyond them, you see the sight of the boats and the ocean.
Ooh, that
Several
looks
long
so
boats
good.
out on the ocean, just kind of chilling. Several boats docked in slips. And you can see people loading supplies, preparing, checking like cables and all sorts of boat stuff that I don't really know. There's some buildings to your left. You see a boat yard with a giant crane.
Ship.
It's whatever the fuck I say it is. God damn it. And then Nifrim, as you guys kind of approach the kind of actual docks, something catches your eye.
Sure does.
This quaint little cart here.
Yeah,
I would like to
so
do a
that as soon as
perception check
As soon as we
immediately.
load it in, you know what's weird for me is I don't see any of the people on this map.
Yeah, that's
It's
because
because of
your minifigs aren't there, and since you don't have a person there, you can't see any enemies.
That super makes
So
sense.
just look at the screen and see how pretty it is.
I would like to do a
Yippers.
panicky perception to
All right.
see if I recognize anybody there.
Sure.
Oh, natural 18.
Boom, baby.
It's gonna be 23.
Woo!
So, as you kind of immediately fixate, you do see that there is someone running the stand, a gnome, kind of in metal get up and like got these like sci-fi goggles on,
She's
stuff
got a
like
fucking
that,
drone.
and a drone, a very familiar drone. You do not recognize the gnome.
Okay.
Currently discussing something with an elf. You can't hear them from this distance, but you can see they're discussing like some kind of haggling or something.
Do I recognize any of the tech on the booth?
A lot of it seems to be kind of superficial glamour stuff, which
Okay.
is what most
Does-
people use this for.
Right. Does it, I guess what I'm asking is, does it look like something my dad would send out to sell?
Absolutely.
Oh, good.
fancy looking shit that people plaster on their walls or put on pedestals to show their status.
I'm gonna
slam under their arms to look cool in battle.
quickly take a scarf out of my bag and wrap it around my face, and so my nose and mouth are hidden, and pull up my hood.
All right. Give me a stealth, just for fun.
Sure can. 23.
23. You're pretty
Yeah.
confident that no one can recognize. Like I said, you didn't recognize them, but who knows if they do you. But if they would recognize you, they won't now. Yeah. So there's that. Like I said, all sorts of other activity. Civ says, "Welcome to the harbor. This right here is the Serpent's Pillow. They should be able to help you inside. Erna? Yes, Erna is
Hopefully they have open rooms.
very good. They do. I've checked, but yeah, a couple of you might have to double, but they should have rooms. Most of
Cedric
the
and Gendry?
troops are. Most of the troops that have imported can't really afford an inn.
Understandable.
Oh, that's too bad for them.
And they
Let me
aren't
just
provided
go
with
inside
them.
and
Well, you know.
Well, I
right.
need to go.
Thank you very much for the brief tour.
Of course. If you,
have
need
been
anything,
so helpful.
just sort of speak up. We're around.
All right. Any kind of
Then
code
look-
word or anything? Or just thieves can't?
Thieves can't. Will work.
All right.
Or
Well,
look
that's
for the
a sif.
symbol.
Well, mushrooms on the bus. Thank you
Mm,
for your help.
indeed,
Didact the narwhal.
indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Your
luck.
horn is long and full of spiders, so
It is cold outside and there are wolves.
alright.
And then she leaves. Orvar's like, the fuck was that all about?
Oh, you should
Did you
know all
guys have
about
a
this,
stroke?
Orvar.
Oh, it's... Oh, okay.
They've been
Yes.
singing weird shit all day, Miss.
Oh,
I'm
sweet
lost.
summer
I
child.
see what it is. All right, no worries. Shall we
I
go
still do not.
make sure we have rooms?
Yes, let's do
Yes,
that.
let's do that.
All right.
Sounds
Let's
acceptable.
just bring it down here.
break it on down.
So as you walk kind of under the kind of
cool.
covering, there's a couple people
Neato.
discussing, talking to each other, like kind of having fun and relaxing. You see even a black cat up on barrel.
Is it Kitty?
It is not the same cat. It doesn't appear to be, but it's just kind of like
Sucking
cleaning
nerd.
itself, looking around, just kind of chilling. Places
I'll
like
get a
this,
new
especially
pet
along
once
the
in a while.
harbors, tend to keep cats around for rats and stuff like that,
Naturally.
and pests.
That's rats in my kitchen.
And as you go inside, there's a dark-skinned elven woman behind the desk, currently doing paperwork, and looks up. Hello, welcome to the Serpent's Pillow. Are you looking for rooms?
We are.
Oh, it's quite a bit of you. We
Yeah.
do have several available. How many are you looking for?
You think 2 want to do it?
As many as you have.
All right. Well, I have. Let's see. We do have 5. And Oscar kind of speaks up. We can. We can bug together. We're sort of used to it.
Sure. And how much per room?
Oh, well, right now, rooms are going for, 5 gold a pop per night.
Done, and done.
All right.
Mhm.
Perfect. All right. And she kind of takes your gold and hands over some keys. You're on the floor. Actually, I'll show you to your rooms. And she kind of leads you up to the second level, where there's really just kind of 6 doors here, so you guys take up 5 of them. And it's cozy. It's really nice, honestly. It's pretty kind of posh.
Ooh.
Yeah. And the beds are nice and comfy. It's very temperate. You almost forgot that you used to sweat every day profusely. And all that.
I was used to it.
And once you guys kind of get settled in, it's probably about dinner time. And Oscar and Orvar kind of come over from their room and say, all right, well, we've got that all sorted out. By the way, I'm going to assume that you told them what's going on.
Yes.
And by the way, they are... Well, kind of retroactively, they are going to come with.
Okay.
So they have fake names too, and it's...
All right, we've got some disguises
Orskar
to make.
and Over. No, I'm just kidding. Well, we've got a big day and probably week ahead of us. Tavern looked real nice. Shall we go?
I gotta go see a guy about a thing.
You have to
Okay.
shit. I might join you a little bit later. I do want to start some work on disguises.
All right.
Cedric, very tall, buff old woman.
I mean, we still need to look like warriors, right?
Oh shit. All right.
Strong buff women can be
It's
warriors.
true. Whatever you want, I suppose. Whatever floats your boat. Pun intended.
I'll be down after a while.
It's a ship.
All right. Well, we'll be
Yes.
shit-faced.
Wonderful. Enjoy.
All right,
Good for you
folks.
guys.
Let's go. So,
Have a
who's joining?
Pleasant evening. I'm gonna be making these costumes too.
I want to buy a folding chair if they have one.
Damn it, you and the fucking folding chairs.
All right. He does have one. Let's call it 3 gold. Sure,
All right,
why
cool.
not?
Does he also have a collapsible bathtub?
Oh my god.
That he does not. He is
Damn it.
a carpenter.
Yeah, you make it with
He
the
does
frame
not.
is wood and then the leather fine.
Leather fine. Josh,
That's some fine leather.
are you going with Oscar Norvar?
I am.
I will join them after I get that chair and put it in my bag of holding.
All right.
Fuck with this chair.
Gendry and
It's a
Nifrim.
Pathfinder thing, don't worry about it.
Gendry and
We're not
Nifrim,
playing
you can either give the other advantage. Actually, Gendry already has advantage.
I do.
I was gonna make the costumes for me and Herm in my room.
All right, so
cool.
roll me Dex plus. Do you have what tools are you
I
proficient
have
with?
disguise kit.
Okay, yeah. So plus proficiency.
I'm proficient
Dex
in
plus
that.
proficiency for both of you. Gendry would get advantage.
I'm just gonna take off my helmet and put up the hood of the cloak, and that will be good enough.
Might want to zhuzh up the
Nine-
face a bit.
19 for me.
19.
Alright.
Nobody's
gotta,
ever seen my
pretty
face without the
confident.
helmet on.
I got a 23.
23.
So
Mhm.
Actually,
for-
I'm pretty sure Talik has because you guys were captured and he took your helmet off when you met
Yes.
the king.
I'm going to
You
make.
mean I'm not on the path? That's not the way.
Anyway,
I'm gonna make myself a nice beard kind of situation
nice.
going with a little mustache. And I'm gonna take out a wig that I made a while back, and it's gonna be like super curly, dark black hair that I can kind of tuck my hair into.
Nice.
And I have a pencil to draw on my eyebrows to be thicker and look more ridiculous.
You're very confident in it.
And
Why does it
Herm,
have to be ridiculous?
I'm
Herm, you just draw a face on.
I am gonna make a wrap for his face, like similar to what I had earlier in the day. And yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do with him and keep him kind of make sure he's got his gloves on and some like actual boots.
Cover up any metal you can. All right.
Yeah.
Gendry, what costumes are you making for the crew?
Well, I'll make mine first. I guess I'll adapt my swimsuit beach day bro disguise I already made.
Beach radio.
Yeah, so it was like a buff bro with like swimming trunks and shit, and now he has an eye patch, doesn't have a lot of hair at all, like almost bald.
Nice.
Scars across his body, wherever there's exposed skin, there's scars. For sure. And very gaunt. Very, very gaunt in the face.
Yeah, some depth in there.
Got some strengthy muscle stuffs going. And then I'll do one for Marcus and for Cedric as well.
What do you make them? Just different?
For Marcus, just a jet black haired
So you make him look like Sam?
Well, I can't remove his facial hair, right? So it's got to be something that works with
just
that.
Dye his facial hair.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I mean, it's gonna it'll wash out eventually. Don't worry about it.
So you turn Marcus into Sam.
And then maybe an eye patch perhaps, or something like that. Some scarring along the face.
2 eye patches. A lot of eye danger in this.
My guy already has a scar over one of his eyes. Okay. So.
Well, now you got another.
So then, I was gonna say like.
And then I'll put the eye patch over the one that's an actual real scar.
Maybe, yeah, that's what I was gonna. Maybe some sort of blast mark from where you got hit by some kind of magical attack and it's scarred.
Sick.
Somewhere. I mean, if you're gonna be in the armor the entire time, there's not a whole lot that can be done.
Yeah, I mean, you could cover it with the cloak. The cloak will cover the armor. That's no problem.
Then you're just gonna look like a gigantic dude with a cloak. I
mean, it's not totally uncommon for a cloak over armor, especially for stealth and stuff.
It's called being mysterious, okay?
Plus, capes are so in right now. And what about Cedric?
So with Cedric, I'm thinking we're gonna go layers. I'm gonna have him in a long john. So from ankle all the way up to neck is just white cotton for him. And then on top of that, we're gonna do like some overalls. So
does it have a duty hole for him to flap open?
I would think so. If it's a good one. And then on top of that, I'm gonna do a black jean jacket for him. And maybe some like
what?
Some of those like really awesome like sunglasses. What are those called?
Sunglasses?
Ray-Ban, whatever the fuck.
Sunglasses.
Oh.
Like super awesome sunglasses for him, and
he looks so
and
cool.
he's gonna have one of those like Robin Hood hats that comes to a point and he has like a little feather in it.
Sick.
What the fuck?
And they look great. You're very confident.
A greaser with a farmer underneath and Robin Hood.
You're very confident that no one's going to, both of you are, that no one's going to recognize you.
Ugh.
And as you guys finish up, are you heading to the tavern to join your friends?
Sure, why not?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, I would maybe take Nifrim aside for just one moment.
Sure.
And say to her, I noticed you were somewhat excited to perhaps share a room.
I'm sorry, to do what?
Share a room. I thought you had suggested that when we were outside the tavern.
I did. Money is, it's a thing to be concerned about.
Inside check.
Persuasion or deception?
All right.
Whichever.
It wasn't a nat 20, but
it's probably fine. I got a 4. Plus 6, so 10. I believe you.
Yeah, you believe me pretty good.
Seems legit.
right then. So everything's great.
Oh yes, just thought maybe some of us could roomies to, the gold saving thing.
Yeah, so I take my hand out of my pocket and I give you a good old thumbs up, and my thumb's like all broken and gnarled because I'm already in disguise.
I am also already in disguise, so I look like a dude as I'm telling him this. It's fine. Yes.
You look great.
That's that's wonderful. Good job.
Nailed it.
Who the hell is that guy?
We weren't downstairs yet.
So you guys head over to the Venom Den, a very nice looking tavern. Figure it gets a lot of business here on the docks.
I'm just getting more and more suspicious.
Join your friends while already in disguise. But that's a story for next time.
God damn it.
Fair enough. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, it's about that time, y'all.
Shit.
All right.
All right. So we got a plan. We got some new friends. We got all sorts of fun
Capture
stuff.
The owl and torture it.
Yeah, man, that was a lot simpler than I thought it would be. I thought we'd have to like go kill somebody or steal something or steal somebody.
I know.
Who knows? Maybe you'll still have to.
Or
Hey,
steal something from
I'm
a
sure
dead
everything
person.
will
What do
go
you mean
fine.
have to?
Yeah, we get to.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
what a bunch
God.
of murder hobos.
Nope.
Hey,
We're just putting him to
I'm a
sleep.
hobo.
Nappy naps.
I'm a nappy time hobo.
I'm a murder gentleman.
Nappy time hobo.
Thank you all for joining. We love you very much, and until next time, we love you, all you murdered gentlemen and ladies and stuff. I don't know. I got nothing.